New rules, but I never expected this one. Go to your YouTube app, scroll down, stop.
That being said, if it does go away, that'd be interesting. Like, how would that work?
The information they provide in this video could be disruptive.
Do you think that the barrier to entry is getting a little more difficult with every update?
Ruslan.
Zach Sprazzo, if you guys don't know, he's a thumbnail connoisseur, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, I like all different types of thumbnails. I like the
Yes.
ones with foam hearts on the top.
Yes,
you
he
know?
loves thumbnails. And this first sparked for me when I noticed something at No Jumper.
Uh-oh.
The No Jumper channel
you go.
would drop clips with no thumbnails.
Yeah.
I was like, what is happening? They were moving so fast just to get the clips up with the titles as quickly as possible.
Yep.
And then it'd add thumbnails like an hour later, 30 minutes later, 10 minutes later, 2 hours later. But they're just like flooding the clips channel.
Yep.
And I have to say that's like, I'm binary in that. There's this video that came out from TubeBuddy, which shout out to them. I don't use TubeBuddy personally. I use vidIQ. But I think that's irrelevant because I think the information they provide in this video could be disruptive. Now, this isn't a binary because he gives some caveats here.
Yep.
But what he describes in terms of the way the YouTube algorithm is now changing,
Yeah.
where thumbnails are going to matter less and less, potentially.
Potentially.
I want to see what you think about
It sounds like Cap, but let's watch it.
YouTube has changed a lot over the years. New designs, new creators, new rules, but I never expected this one. Go to your YouTube app, scroll down, stop, and watch as the video thumbnail disappears and the video starts playing. This is called the inline player.
Uh-oh! Uh-oh!
Doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean anything?
Doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
Not anything new. You've seen this on YouTube pretty much all this year. However, I'm going somewhere. You stop scrolling and then the video plays, hopefully helping the viewer get a taste of your content before they decide to click or skip. And for creators like you and me, this change is a mix of good and bad and scary. In this video, I want to share what this change means for the future of thumbnail art on YouTube, your video's performance, and how you can work with this change to see better results on your YouTube uploads. Thumbnails used to serve as the only visual gateway into your content. They were the deciding factor between viewers clicking or passing up on your video. But now with the inline player introducing new viewing behaviors, your video thumbnail is becoming a little bit obsolete, and your video intro actually matters a lot more than ever before.
So I think here's the macro meta idea.
All right.
Your intro
Yeah.
matters more than the thumbnail when you're already being serviced on the inline player, the main grid.
Yeah.
Your intro matters more. Now, he's going to give some caveats.
Okay.
He's going to give
I better
some
give these caveats
because
I
not,
completely disagree.
because not everybody is going to get the placement on the main channel.
Yeah.
On the iPhone, right?
Yep,
Because
on
we're
the
specific.
recommended.
Because
Yep.
I mean, I watch a lot of videos with the sound off, and I'll sit there and I'll literally watch the first 30 seconds and just read the captions.
Yep.
Just read the captions, read the captions, read the captions, read the captions, and then I might click into it as I'm through it.
So here's my question for you. When does the inline player start?
About 2-3 seconds in. I think he talks about the specifics.
The inline player starts when you stop scrolling.
Yes.
That's what a thumbnail does.
Important than your thumbnail itself. And
No,
I'm not crazy,
cap.
because this is not my opinion. According to YouTube director Todd Beaupre, intros are becoming increasingly important as the YouTube homepage and search incorporate more inline video previewing versus static thumbnails. For many viewers, the video intro is the new thumbnail. Those are words directly from the director at YouTube. Video intros for a lot of viewers are becoming the new thumbnail. And we confirm this by asking all of you. 71% of viewers polled on our channel said that they use these previews in the app to decide if they want to continue watching a creator's video. Which is actually crazy because viewers are not just looking at your title and thumbnail when making the decision to watch a video. Your video intro is a third factor. And YouTube could move away from custom thumbnails on the homepage entirely. It's really not that strange of a thought when you think about it. Most platforms have already moved away from thumbnails in the home feed. Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, you don't see thumbnails in the main mobile feed. Even Netflix has an autoplay feature. Videos that autoplay also seem to boost engagement and retention. On Facebook, autoplay increased likes, shares, and comments by 25% according to one report, and Twitter revealed that brands saw a 700% increase in completions of promoted videos via autoplay, boldly labeling the change as a new standard in viewability. This could honestly be a win-win for platforms and creators. And I wouldn't be surprised if YouTube's already planning to shift away from thumbnails in the near future. After all, this whole inline player update we saw this year started as a test in 2017. And in 2018, YouTube was already experimenting with replacing your custom thumbnails with auto-generated ones with a small percentage of users. A bigger shift away from customized thumbnails in a viewer's recommendations may not be that far off.
So he said they're changing what they're putting in front of people from thumbnails to whatever frame they feel like is good. That's kind of wild.
I think
Like they're literally tinkering with
they
stuff.
said they experimented with a small amount of users, and and that might be people that are already not using thumbnails. So if you don't upload a custom thumbnail, which is a large majority of YouTube, right?
Is it?
Yeah, like if you think of like the creators that have 10,000 subscribers or more, as the main ones making lots of thumbnails, and they're in the top 1% of YouTube already, then the rest of the 99% of YouTube is 10,000 subscribers under, which is a lot of people that kind of just be freestyling and not doing thumbnails.
Because they're just kind of winging it.
Yeah, they're just kind of winging it. They're learning, they're growing, whatever, and they're not really doing thumbnails. So I would assume that they're using those users to experiment at click-through rates at a small level. I don't think they're like taking Logan Paul's being like, sorry, I know you spent a lot of money on your thumbnail creator, but we're gonna put someone new.
Yeah. That's interesting that they're tinkering with this though.
It is, and I'm not against thumbnails. If thumbnails go away, our life gets easier. That means that means we can spend more time. So the 30 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour and a half, depending how complex the thumbnail is, gets put back into making the video even better, making or just even expanding the business. But let's think creator. Making that intro really, really good. Adding captions, adding sound effects, doing the whole nine, right? Making it super spicy. Lots of different zoomed ins and cuts and edits to make that inline player really good. So I'm not against that. The claim that it can be making it obsolete is like pretty far out there. It would have to be a complete platform shift. It's not going to be anything soon. The main reason the inline player even goes is because you stop the scroll. People are looking at your thumbnail in the first 2 seconds and they're scrolling past. The only reason they're stopping is because your thumbnail was interesting enough. So I think right now, at least, it all plays together a massive degree, which is why Mr. Beast talks about retention all the time, right? So I guess it goes for the same for the inline player. If we're scrolling past, you need a really good title and thumbnail. Thumbnail more for scrolling, title for notifications, and then when the inline players goes, that's when your intro is important. That's what it is right now. So to say that it's obsolete, it's more important. It's more important than your intro right now. Right now. Because people have to stop scrolling, and people aren't gonna stop scrolling if your thumbnail is trash. That being said, if it does go away, that'd be interesting. Like, how would that work? I wonder if...
Well, it would work the way it works on Facebook now. Like, Facebook, it's literally auto-plays video. Scroll, autoplay, scroll, autoplay, scroll.
Yeah.
The thumbnail on the Facebook scroller, I think, is way less than the inline YouTube scroller.
Yeah. There's some differences where I feel like the Facebook... I think the Facebook is a better comparison than a TikTok, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because, Facebook's actually trying to compete and paying better.
The hard part would be how affected would the search side of YouTube be if YouTube turned more towards like a TikTok or autoplay version where you have to scroll through each thing.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
But I'm saying not even just for the search channels. I'm talking about like the user base would probably be really mad if it took you 10 minutes to find the video that actually helped you. That would be really frustrating. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. Hey, if you want to successfully start your YouTube channel, I'm running a free 2-day challenge for you. During these 2 days, I'll be pulling back the curtain on some of the particulars of what it took to grow my main channel to over 240,000 subscribers and laying out a blueprint of how you can do something similar. And to prove that this isn't some dated strategy that I only used on my main channel, I'll also explain how I did it for my second channel in the last few months, growing it to over 50,000 subscribers and having it generate about $5,000 a month on average. I know there's a whole lot going on around the holidays, you're busy, but if you want to approach your YouTube channel with a strategy and a system that's proven, sign up for this free 2-day challenge below. You can sign up by clicking the link in the description or the pinned comment below.
Incredible news. If you're anything like me, I'm not a graphic designer. You're probably not a graphic designer. Most of us suck at making thumbnails. Can we just be honest? Can we just be open here? And countless videos get held back by poor titles and thumbnails.
Zach said, not me.
Yeah, not me, son.
I like thumbnails.
No, it's not that I like thumbnails. I like what they do. So I think they're worth the investment of time.
Yeah.
That's what if thumbnails go away, I'm kind of pumped. Right now, like, even as we're growing and we're putting out 5 videos a day, like, there's too much. That's too many thumbnails for me to do anything else.
Yep.
Even Mr. Beast had to change the thumbnail on this video 5 times before finally seeing the performance he was looking for. It's the same video. The content itself wasn't in the way, it was the thumbnail. According to his manager, the video saw an increase of around 10 million views after changing the thumbnail. But what if we didn't have to worry about our thumbnails limiting the success of our videos at all? What if we could just focus on creating content and let YouTube's robots do the rest? I'm not opposed to that. Hey, but listen here, buddy. That future is not here yet. You still need to focus on making great thumbnails. Plus, I don't see custom thumbnails disappearing in other parts of the platform, like end screens, playlists, your channel page, which are huge traffic sources. And if you minimize a video that you're currently watching, that whole autoplay thing just stops entirely. So thumbnails are not out the window yet. With this in mind, it's critically important for you to consider title, thumbnail, and intro while packaging your videos, not only to future-proof your content if thumbnails go bye-bye, but to increase your video's performance today. Because we also learned in our polls that 41% of viewers will move on from a video entirely if they decide it's not interesting within the first 10 seconds, which is even more reason for your intros to be on point. And I don't know if you knew this, but your bad intro might be killing your click-through rate. In the past, your click-through rate was calculated based on how many viewers watched your video after seeing the thumbnail on YouTube. But if nobody sees your thumbnail, what's considered an impression? And if the video is just always playing, what's considered a view? Well, direct answers are hard to find, but I did some digging.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
YouTube did update their help docs to let creators know that autoplays from the home page do count as impressions. They also told creators that autoplays in the home feed will be counted as views when determining click-through rate. But when is an autoplay impression counted as a view, since the video is always playing? Now, they didn't tell us that much.
I've watched videos all the way through with the inline player.
Yeah, I have too.
And this man got an impression.
Yeah,
you know how trash that is?
Yeah.
But based on some testing, aka me sitting there and watching videos at different lengths until I see when it enters my watch history, I think we can make an educated guess. It looks like the video shifts from an impression to a view after holding the viewer's attention for 10 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Crap. Because like I said, 41% of viewers in our poll said that they will move on from a video within 10 seconds if it does not capture their attention. And this inline player, because the viewer really never committed to the video, just makes it too easy for them to keep scrolling. Meaning that if your intros don't hook the viewer, that impression may never move on to a full view. And a lot of impressions plus little views equals the saddest little click-through rate. I repeat, your video title, thumbnail, and intro are not only important for your video success today,
but in the future.
Shout out to TubeBuddy because they're throwing every retention hack they can at this video.
Yeah. Well, I even like that they got like personalities.
Yeah. They're crushing it. They're crushing it.
For title or thumbnail, you can switch that sucker out as much as you like. But if the intro is causing people to lose interest, that's a little tougher to fix.
Yep.
While a better title or thumbnail will help, it won't solve the problem completely. That dip is kind of out of your hands after publishing.
It's interesting on where things could be going
Definitely.
with this inline thing, but I do think I like that it goes back to, title, content, intro, right, thumbnail. Like those are all super duper important now.
Do you think that the barrier to entry is getting a little bit more difficult with every update?
With YouTube,
Yeah.
I think yes, but I think the lower barrier to entry with the technology makes it easier.
It kind of evens the playing field a little bit.
Yes.
Like before, you needed a lot of technology that was hard to get and expensive, but you could kind of upload and be sloppy a little bit and then get traction. Now you can't be sloppy, it seems like. And that's the flip side is like, at what point is it slowing people down?
Yes.
If they're they're throwing every retention hack in the book,
Right.
But at the same time, the technology is there to where you can probably figure it out pretty easy.
Well, I mean, you got to think about it.
You can have AI cut out gap clips, like the gaps in your words.
Yeah, so we use the Descript app, which isn't as crispy as Premiere.
Yeah.
But even in, like, say somebody knows no video editing, they can get Descript, which is like $180 for the year, make their intros like our intros are with just like copying and pasting the most interesting words and phrases, remove the gap clips, add cinematic music to the beginning, add captions, and do a whole video inside of Descript. And again, it's not going to look as
remove
crispy.
filler words, remove gap
filler
clips,
words, all
and
of
then
that.
they're like done.
What I think could happen with intros that could make it even crazier is like the way we chop up this intro with like the most interesting parts and we slice them up, right?
Yeah.
Kind of foreshadowing what's coming up. I could see AI doing that completely algorithmically because I got an email for social short form videos, and they were like, hey, use ours, we'll automatically skim through your videos.
Was it Jelly Smack?
Yeah, no, it wasn't Jelly Smack. It was a different one. I got to go look up what it was because I wanted to try, but you have to sign up and pay for it first.
Of course.
But you literally upload a video and they find the most interesting parts and create a short for you. That could be used for the preview of a video and making an auto intro.
I think what we see with Chat GPT is the beginning of non-skilled skilled work working its way out. So like if you are just doing generic editing on a video, I think eventually it's possible that AI could do that. Now, if you're doing creative editing and you have to, you are using sound effects and you're making it really spicy before with the stuff we're doing, I could see not anytime soon, but like if you're not familiar, the Chat GPT is the copywriting software AI that just does it all for you. And you would think it sounds really bad, but it's actually amazing.
It's actually good.
You write a one sentence thing, and for copywriters, you write something about a persuasive sales script, and it's really, really good. So I wonder if in the future, like you're saying, we might see like regular blue collar work, or not blue collar work, but like minimum wage jobs. How we see those replaced by robots and self checkout. We see like beginner video editing being worked out to where it's like you're either a professional or you're you have AI.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. What do you guys think about this? Like, are you excited about where this update could go? And do you think AI can play a role in some of this? I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. And again, if you need the help on the YouTube discovery side, check out our free Discover Your Niche training over at mastermyniche.com. Okay?
And next week we have
a free 2-day challenge coming up that you guys are going to love. Make sure you're signed up for that. That's at masteryoutubelive.com/challenge, or just hit the link in the description.
The pin comment.
Hey, this clip is from our daily after party stream. If you enjoyed it, consider signing up for our Patreon community for only $5 a month, where you get access to the replays of our daily after party streams, as well as the uncut extended versions of our podcast, Discord access that's private, and a discount code for our merch store, only $5 a month. And ultimately, it's the best way to help us contextualize the gospel of Jesus using media, podcasting, and of course, YouTube. The link for that is in the description or in the pinned comment. Now, if you're like, I don't want to sign up for $5 a month. I don't need another recurring subscription. Listen, I get it. You could also make a donation using PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. But we really want to get you on Patreon. I promise you, the perks are amazing. You should get on there. It's only $5 a month. I'll see you over there, all right? Peace.